I think we might have found the NBA's next biggest rivalry in the form of Chet Holmgren versus Victor Wembanyama, the San Antonio Spurs versus the OKC Thunder. As many of you know, they just faced off in the preseason with Chet and Wemby looking dominant. I think LeBron said it best when he was describing Wembanyama. We throw around the term unicorn a lot for guys like Kevin Durant, Kristaps Porzingis, Brandon Ingram, and many others. But when you look at Victor Wembanyama, that is an alien. He's something we've never seen before on a basketball court.
We're labeling like this unicorn thing. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien.
And when you look at Chet Holmgren, he almost has an equal. Their skill sets are almost the same. They're not too far off in height. And it just seems like these two are destined to battle over the course of their careers. And it begins with their battle for Rookie of the Year this year. As many of you know, Chet Holmgren had a broken foot all of last year, so he's going to be eligible to win the award. And it's more than likely going to be a two-man race between him and Wemby, with the potential for I could see Scoot Henderson winning it as well. But expect all eyes to be on these two as the front runners for the award. I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but this is actually a rivalry that started a few years ago. They previously squared off in the 2021 FIBA U19 Basketball World Cup Championship. I know that's super wordy, but you guys get it. It was the World Cup for the 19 and under, and Holmgren and Wembanyama faced off, with the United States winning, but Wembanyama having the best game of anyone else on the court. Wemby had a game-high 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 blocks. And when it came time to announce the winner of the MVP of the entire tournament, everybody thought Wemby was going to win it. But guess who did? And that's not to say that Chet had a bad tournament or wasn't very deserving of the award. It's just not who everybody else thought was going to win, me included. And then if you fast forward to their first meeting in this year's preseason, it was pretty obvious that these guys were consistently trying to one-up each other, and they really bring out the best of each other almost. And then after the game, the NBA tweeted a video of them dapping each other up, just saying good game. I'll let you guys be the judge of it, but to me, this looks like two dudes that do not like each other. From Wemby flexing, to Chet's tweet, to Victor Wembanyama's post-game comments.
I know it's just preseason, but for sure the games against OKC are going to be interesting.
Is there a little extra between the two of you? I mean, do you guys have any relationship at all?
No.
It's pretty obvious that these two are going to be rivals for a very long time.
You know, I plan to play a long time, and I'm sure he does too, so there'll be no choice but to go back and forth. So.
And then when you look at the two franchises they represent, the Thunder and the Spurs, these are two teams that are set up for a long-term success. So this really looks like it's going to be a battle that goes on for ages, for the entirety of their career, assuming that they both stay with their respective teams. And I think that that's obviously amazing news for NBA fans, because when you look at LeBron, Steph, and KD, those are three guys that are on the tail end of their careers, and three guys that defined an era for many NBA fans. And also, LeBron, Steph, two of the biggest rivals that the NBA has ever had. I think that the NBA is in desperate need of a new set of rivals that define the next generation of basketball. And I think you have to look no further than these two. And I think that because their franchises are so set up for long-term success, we're going to be seeing these battles at the highest possible level. I'm talking potential Western Conference Finals level in the next 5 to 10 years maybe, and I cannot wait. And like I said earlier, forget the term unicorns, because that does not apply to these two. These two are absolute freaks of nature, absolute aliens, unlike anything we've ever seen in the NBA, especially Wembanyama. And when you look at guys who even have the wingspan or size to hang in there with Wembanyama, there's maybe 5 to 10 guys that even have a chance on a nightly basis of really making it difficult for him on the defensive end. And one of the athletes best suited to keep up with Wembanyama and give him problems wears number 7 for the OKC Thunder. these two have potential to define an era in the NBA. And don't think I forgot about Cooper Flagg, who's the #1 player in 2024, coming into the NBA real soon. He's going to enter his name into this discussion as well. Can't forget about Luka, Tatum, Giannis. I expect battles in the next 5 to 10 years that we deem as some of the best we've ever seen in the NBA. So if you're one of the fans that feels like the NBA has really liked rivalries over maybe the past 5-ish years, trust me, the next 5 to 10 will be filled with them. And I think Chet versus Wemby, OKC versus the Spurs will be one that defines the Western Conference for the next 10 years.